His Excellency, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, His Excellency, Her Excellency, Cabinet Secretary Rebecca Miano, and other Cabinet Secretaries and Permanent Secretaries here present, members of the Government of the Republic of Kenya, and other dignitaries, Her Excellency, Ambassador Meg Whitman, Ambassador of the United States of America to Kenya, His Excellency, Ambassador Andrei Prevednik, Ambassador of Ukraine to Kenya, Her Excellency, the High Commissioner of the UK and Ireland to Kenya, and the other 7 ambassadors representing the 8 countries that have contributed to the current delivery of grain from Ukraine to the people of Kenya. All protocols observed, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Goodwill Ambassadors of the Grain from Ukraine initiative, and as a son of the African continent, I am deeply honored to be with you today on behalf of the Goodwill Ambassadors to say thank you to the people of Ukraine, to President Zelensky and his entire government for their fortitude and for their generosity of spirit. As we all know, there comes a time when a man is down and a people and a population are down, all too often, not through any fault of theirs. That is what our brothers and sisters here in Kenya are going through because of the drought. It is always heartwarming when a brother, a sister, a friend raises a finger to lend a hand. It is extraordinarily moving, uplifting, when that finger and that hand comes from a people that are themselves going through extremely challenging moments as our brothers and sisters in Ukraine dealing with a war that has been imposed on them. As some of you may be aware, in November 2022, a few months after the signing of the Black Sea Agreement, President Volodymyr Zelensky decided to nominate to create the International Coordination Group for the Prevention of Hunger, which is a pool of Goodwill Ambassadors in which he's got 4 African leaders. In many ways, and to his wisdom, he was with a lot of foresight indicating what we hear now more frequently than ever before from countries in the global south, which is to say that even in your goodness, there should be nothing about us without us. So our group of 4 African leaders that are Goodwill Ambassadors for the Grain from Ukraine initiative is led by the former president of Malawi, former President Dr. Joyce Banda. She would very much have loved to be with you today. In fact, she planned to be here for this event. But as we all know, just last week, Cyclone Freddy hit Mozambique, Malawi, Madagascar, and caused devastation across the neighboring country of Malawi. She is today, as we speak, in Zumba, which is in the southern part of the country, coordinating relief efforts there as well. So I will ask that as we celebrate the delivery for Kenya, we also keep our thoughts and prayers with our brothers and sisters in Malawi. I would also like to ask, even more importantly, that we keep our thoughts and our prayers with our brothers and sisters in Ukraine, that each and every one of us in our prayers or in our official duties for those that represent nation states would work as best they can to bring this war to an end, so that the people of Ukraine can regain a sense of normalcy in their lives, but also so that the government of Ukraine under President Zelensky can continue to play its positive role around the world as an actor for good, to help the world be a guarantor of food security, which is now a priority as declared by the United Nations for the world and especially for this continent. I would just like to finish by thanking Dr. Stephen Jackson and the whole UN system, as well as Lauren and all of the colleagues of the World Food Programme for having accepted to be the linchpin of this operation, because it is going to be by your efficiency and your effectiveness that we can guarantee that this goodwill gesture, this act of global solidarity, would actually be delivered to the populations that are the most vulnerable. I want to thank you for your time and attention.